Hey guys, it's Leanne. Welcome to my office. I have been kind of pushed out of my office for a little while from our little kitty who hasn't been such a good girl, but I'm taking it back over. So I wanted to shoot this video for you guys. Happy Thursday, because today in our group, I asked you to share your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you looking to lose the weight? And I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey, how I got started, my why originally, my why now. So, back up 5 years ago now, Faith was about 5 months old and I was struggling to lose that baby weight. I'll give you real numbers. So when we got married, I was about 132, felt good, went to Italy. Want to lose weight fast? Go to Italy and walk around, eat the fresh foods. Came back, felt like 127, felt really good. And then just the joy and living with a boy. We didn't live together before we got married. So living with a boy, gained that weight. And so I was I had gained about 30 pounds in that first year of marriage. And then we got pregnant with Faith and started off pregnancy about 156. And when I last checked, which was about a week before she came, I went to my doctor's appointment, got on the scale, it was 208, and I was like, la, 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 I don't want to see it anymore. So after I had her, like a week later, I dropped like 30 pounds like nothing. I was about 175, feeling good, thinking I am going to ride this breastfeeding train to the promised land. I'm gonna take that weight off. It's gonna be easy. Faith never latched, pumped for a while. And after about 7-8 weeks, was just struggling, was still stuck about that 175 number. And I was living off of Cheez-It crackers and Pop-Tarts and Diet Mountain Dew and coffee to kind of keep me going. And I finally sat there, I went back to work, squeezing into my pre-pregnancy clothes. I consciously remember going to work one day in pants that I had no business wearing, praying to God that they did not split. I could just envision them splitting open down the butt and being like, I have to go home now because I don't fit into my pants. And I was frustrated and I was struggling. I was exhausted. And I knew I needed to work out, but I was too tired to work out. But I knew if I could work out, I would clean up my eating. And if I cleaned up my eating, I knew I would have more energy to work out. But it was just like this vicious cycle of what do I do? I also knew I wanted to get healthy the right way. So I knew I could take the weight off quickly. I had done Weight Watchers before, had awesome results, but I was living off of 100 calorie pack foods. I knew how many points everything was. I knew how to quote unquote cheat the system, so that I could still eat what I wanted to eat and never really learn how to eat. Faith was due on the 5-year anniversary of my mom's passing away. My mom died of ovarian cancer, and I knew that in order to be healthy, I needed to control my stress and I needed to control what food I was putting into my body. My mom wasn't overweight, but she wasn't super thin. She kind of also survived, as many moms do, off of like a cookie here, some coffee, Diet Coke, just kind of living day to day, trying to get by, never really committing to cleaning up her nutrition. So February 2012, I reached out to my neighbor saying, hey, I just need accountability. At first, I just needed somebody to make sure I did my workout. That's all I wanted at the beginning. And they invited me to a challenge group. And the minute they said Shakeology, I was like, la, 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 la. And I ignored them because I didn't want to drink a shake that was going to help me lose the weight and then I would just gain it back the minute I went off the Shakeology. Clearly, I knew nothing about Shakeology at the time. So finally, I did commit. February 2012, I said, sign me up, get me in. And though my neighbors were harsh at the beginning, I was, again, living off of Cheez-It crackers and Pop-Tarts and Diet Mountain Dew and coffee. And so I thought it was a win that I measured out 28 Cheez-It crackers, and that was my serving. They were like, yeah, no Cheez-It crackers. I wasn't at that point yet. I needed to gradually get into it, and I did. And the weight started coming off, and I lost 40 pounds. I had gotten down to 135, and felt great, felt confident, was starting to make some changes, and then had 2 miscarriages, turned to emotional eating, gained it back, and I've been trying to get back into this cycle of losing and getting back to where I want to be and where I feel good again. So my why started out, wanting to get back to my usual, the weight I feel good at. I wanted to feel comfortable in my own skin, but the key was why I chose Beachbody, why I chose Shakeology, was I wanted to do it the healthy way. I wanted to learn new habits. I wanted to get to the point where I craved healthy foods, where I didn't turn to sugar and sweets when I was feeling upset, that I continued on regardless. And doing some of the other options out there just wasn't possible. So that started as my why. And it continued as my why for a while. Now my why, that's clearly not driving me enough. Now my why is to lead by example, to show each of you that this is possible when you put your mind to it. That's why I share my food journals. If I don't share my food journals, it's because I'm up to no good. So make me do it. But my why is to show other moms that first, we have to make our own health and fitness a priority. Because if we don't, nobody else will. We all know those memes. I saw one yesterday of the face you make when you come home after your husband's been in charge all day. You're like, did I have another child that I didn't know about? Did your arms break? What happened to this house? It's a mess, they're eating out and it's just craziness. So